All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Vanessa Lewis, and I work here in the Transfer Center IBC. Today, we have three institutions with us to go over very good topics. Feel free to write your notes, and we're going to say questions to the end. And so we're going to go in order. So it's going to be Cal Baptist first, CSUF, and then National. And I will let them introduce themselves as it's their turn to go ahead and present. If you have any concerns or questions, please feel free to put it in the chat as well, okay? And this will be recorded, so just in case your friends can't join us. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hand it off to Kara from Cal Baptist.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Carrie Guzman, and I am from California Baptist University, the online division. So I'm going to go ahead and share some information with you. I am a senior admissions counselor here at CBU Online. Here's my contact information, so you could save it if you want to have any questions at the end and you want to reach out to me. Here's my email address and phone number. So why CBU Online? California Baptist University is one of the top private Christian colleges and universities in Southern California. The institution has over 10,000 students, and they are committed of the motto of live your purpose. CBU offers bachelor's, master's, and doctorate programs. So most of you will probably be interested in our bachelor's program, obviously, if you want to seek higher education going on to master's or doctorate as well after getting your bachelor's. But we have over 20 programs online. Our campus was established in 1950, so we have been around for quite some time. When you are considering choosing your university, you really want to look at, reputation, credibility. We've been WASC accredited for over 10 years. We have top rankings in the U.S. News and World Report, best online rankings for our bachelor's, master's, and veterans programs. We are a military-friendly school. We have a lot of student support, affordability, and financial aid options, to help you pay for schooling. Key benefits for CBU Online: accelerated degree completion program, easy to add classes, no impaction, access to counseling services, one-stop model, Christian faith-based environment, and it's really geared for the working professional. We also do have a fast track scholarship with Irvine Valley College, which I'll explain a little bit later towards the end of the presentation. But really, key points: the acceleration is really key. We do go through the entire year. We don't take any breaks. So program runs spring, summer, and fall, and you are guaranteed your classes. So if one class does get full, you don't have to worry about not getting a course that you are looking to add. You will automatically be guaranteed a course. We have the capability to add courses at any time. So really, great way to, not be stressed about school and getting the classes that you are looking for. So always classes are guaranteed. CBU Community Life. All online students can take advantage of main campus amenities. So we have free parking, we have dining options, which include Chick-fil-A, El Monte Grill. El Monte Grill is similar to Chipotle. It's actually even better than Chipotle. The alumni dining columns, and like I said, all online students have full access to campus. So you can use the recreation center, computer labs, counseling center, career service, library, academic success center, which is on campus, and smart thinking 24/7 tutoring, which is online. We have veteran supports, alumni membership activities, and we have formal hooding and commencement ceremonies. And going back to our dining options, Chick-fil-A, El Monte, and the ADC are all ranked in top. California, we have the best ranked food on campus for universities. So if you want to visit campus and visit any place to eat on campus, more than welcome to as well. So here are the degrees that we offer online. We have accounting, business administration with a concentration in logistics and operations. We have business administration management, Christian studies, communication, computer information technology, criminal justice, cybersecurity. The ones that are highlighted in gold are fairly newer programs. So cybersecurity is a newer bachelor's degree. Early childhood studies, English, graphic design and digital media, healthcare administration and management, human services, interdisciplinary studies. This is a really great degree where you can choose a focus of study. You can choose 2 majors or up to 3. So it's really a good way to get, multi majors in if you were interested in studying more than one major. We also offer kinesiology, which is one of our top rated programs for undergrad and graduate as well. Liberal studies, marketing, organizational leadership, psychology, public administration, public health, sociology, and sports performance and psychology. So these are all the degrees that we offer for our online division. Program delivery, accelerated classes in an 8-week format. It's asynchronous. So, we understand that life happens. We're here to, it's designed to balance with work and family commitments. We've been offering our online programs for over a decade, close to probably like 15 years. And so with that acceleration and the asynchronous format, it really does make it flexible for students that are, have busy schedules, whether you're working or have a busy family. I think we're all busy these days trying to balance everything. So with the asynchronous format, no specified time to log in. The video lectures are pre-recorded so you can view them at any time. So you really does have a flexible schedule. So CBU Fast Track to Success Benefit Program. So we have an articulation agreement with Irvine Valley College. We offer a free admission application. Full-time students receive a 30% tuition scholarship. Part-time receive a 10% tuition scholarship. So as long as you meet the admission requirements, you're guaranteed CBU online admissions. What are CBU's admissions requirements? So minimum GPA of a 2.0 or higher, 24 transferable units preferred. High school diploma will also be needed if you have less than 24. So we just need your official transcripts from all the college and universities attended. And then applicants that do not meet the requirements may work with a counselor to discuss options. So most students do have, higher than a 2.0, but if you do not meet those requirements, we can definitely help students out as well by appealing that decision. So let's see. I'm going to go back to the fast track. So with the fast track, if you were signing up with us and you were to take 2 classes, the fast track really with that 30% really makes, the cost of school affordable. With that fast track, you would save $2,200 per semester. So having that, benefit, obviously the 10% is for part-time, but if you're taking 2 classes every 8 weeks, that would be considered full-time. So really a great benefit to lower the cost of school. If a student is transferring in with the equivalent of an associate, which is about 70 units, would need probably about 54 units to complete the full bachelor's degree. So the cost would go from about $30,000 down to like $20,000. So really makes, attending a private university a little bit more affordable, having coming from IBC. So kind of just wanted to highlight some events that we're offering as well too. So we have what we call on the spot admission day. We're actually going to be on Irvine Valley's college campus next Wednesday, April the 12th from 1 to 3 p.m. And you can sign up with IBC Transfer Center, and it's both for online and on campus. So if anybody, I know most students on this call are interested in online options, but we will also have our on campus available. And so you can get that information through IBC. They've posted that as well on their portal. And so what that on the spot admission day is that if we can evaluate an unofficial transcript and you can get an on the spot admission decision that day. We're also offering a virtual on the spot admissions day, which is on April 19th for students that can't attend in person. And you can sign up for a virtual appointment anytime between 9 to 2 p.m. And you can sign up at cbuonline.edu. So it's the same thing. One is we're going to be on campus physically, and the other one will be done virtually. So those are 2, events that we're offering to get an admission decision within the same day. So next steps, if you were interested in applying, here's the link to the application. Admissions counselor will contact you. If you were planning on utilizing FAFSA, fill out your FAFSA and complete the admissions requirements with ordering your transcript. And then again, my name is Carrie Guzman. I'm a senior admissions counselor here at CBU Online. And if you have any questions, you can add them in the chat, or we can just, I think we're going to discuss all the questions at the end. So really thank you for attending this evening, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Carrie. And yes, for the questions, just so you don't forget them, feel free to put them in the chat, and then Carrie can answer them, or we can answer them towards the end after all of your presentations are done. So next up, we have CSUF.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Derek Zara. I am an undergraduate business advisor here at Cal State Fullerton for our College of Business and Economics. And specifically, I am presenting today on our online degree completion program in business administration. All right. And just a little background about our program. We began in fall of 2012. Primarily, this program was designed for students that are working full-time, or maybe someone who's looking to complete their entire degree all fully online. So with that, Cal State Fullerton is one of the largest of the 23 campuses within the CSU system. And with this, specific program, we do offer a BA, a Bachelor of Arts, in the major of business administration with a concentration in what we call professional business. Okay. Now, I do want to specify that this online program is its own program. It is separate from the traditional on-campus business program. So if you're considering, the other program you have, just keep in mind that we are separate from them. Okay. However, one thing that is the same for both programs is that the faculty that teach the courses for this program are the same faculty members that teach the business courses in person. Okay. And with this online program, local students here from Orange County, outside of Orange County, outside of the US have access to our university and an opportunity to earn their undergraduate degree from Cal State Fullerton. Now let's discuss a little about our professional business concentration. So like I mentioned, the business administration major does come with a concentration. For this online program, it's called professional business, and it's a concentration that touches on all different areas of business rather than just focusing on one specific area. All right, so for those students that are part of this program, they are going to be exposed in areas of accounting, business modeling, economics, finance, information systems, sometimes we call it IS, management, research modeling, and urban planning. Now let's discuss about our online program's structure. So again, as I mentioned earlier, when we began this program back in fall of 2012, it's ideal for those students that are full-time workers and who is looking to complete their undergraduate degree. And for those students that are admitted in this program, where we admit every fall and every spring, it's a cohort-based program, which means that you will be with the same group of people that you take your classes with from your very first semester up to your last semester before graduation. And with this part-time program, it does take 3 years to complete the program in order for you to earn your degree. In those 3 years, we do offer 18 courses as part of this degree completion program. These 18 courses are your upper division classes, meaning the classes that you would take once you transfer, okay? And in the 3 years, there are going to be 6 classes offered every year, and there are 3 semesters. We offer fall, spring, and summer, which is 16 weeks long. And each one of those semesters are divided into 2 8-week sessions, and students do 1 course every 8 weeks, following a predetermined schedule for them. So what does a predetermined schedule mean? Meaning that basically, the classes are assigned to you. So it takes the guesswork of figuring out, well, what class do I enroll in for next semester? That work is already done for you. And I do want to let you know as well that the classes for this program, they are going to be guaranteed for you. So as long as you're assigned to enroll in that class, you will have a guaranteed seat in the course, okay? Now, again, what makes our program unique? So our program here at Cal State Fullerton, just representing business, there are only 3 majors in this campus that is all fully online, us being one of them. We also have sociology and humanities and social sciences. And with that, Cal State Fullerton is the largest accredited business school in the West Coast. We are accredited by the AACSB for both our business and accounting programs. For this program, all of the courses are online, okay? The courses are asynchronous, so which means that you are not required to be on a specific date or time. And upon completion of this program, the diploma that you will earn, the degree you will earn, it will not say it's an online program. You would receive the same diploma as an on-campus student would be earning. In regards to fees and financial aid, the cost per unit in this program is $500. Keep in mind that when you're doing the math, each course, so each one of those 18 courses I mentioned earlier are going to be 3 units each, so it's about $1,500 a course. Students in the program pay for how many units they enroll in per term, and other expenses would just be, whether you purchase or rent textbooks and other course materials. And financial aid is available to eligible students, so we do encourage all of our students who are planning to apply for transfer to fill out the FAFSA. Now let's discuss briefly about our program's admission requirements. To be eligible for admission, you must be in good academic standing from the last institution attending or the last school that you're transferring from, meaning that you cannot leave the last school either on academic probation or academic disqualification. The GPA requirement for this online program is a 2.5 or higher. You must complete all of your Golden 4 requirements at least 2 semesters prior. And for our program, you can transfer with 60 units. However, we do prefer that you have at least 66 units, CSU transferable units, okay? Now, if you're not sure about your Golden 4 requirements or any of your units, you are welcome to see the staff at the IVC Transfer Center, where one of their counselors can help you, determine that information. Now, besides the information I just went over, you must complete one of the following. And the nice thing with Irvine Valley College is IVC offers both 1 and 2, which is either successful completion of the ADT or AST in business. There is what we call the ADT or AST 2.0 as well. We will take that. And you must earn that degree before transfer. Now, if you are doing the transfer degree, we do not look at what specific classes you take in order for you to earn the degree. Okay, the most important part is that you earn the transfer degree before transfer. Now, if you are not pursuing the associate's degree for transfer, which is the traditional or the 2.0, Irvine Valley College and Cal State Fullerton have an articulation agreement where we do have an equivalent course, or over there at IVC, where they offer an equivalent to the 7 lower division business core classes below. And if you are pursuing number 2, just remember that each course must be completed with a grade of C or better to meet major requirements. And in regards to the application process for this particular online program, we do accept applications every fall and every spring. At the moment, we are still open for fall of 2023 for the online program only. The deadline is coming up on June 1st of this year, okay? The application can be filled out on Cal State Apply with the application fee of $70. And on our website, once you receive a copy of this presentation, there is a dedicated page, what we call the How to Apply page, that walks you step by step on how to properly fill out your application. And should you have any questions, I do know that we have a Q&A after this, so feel free to ask me or message me any questions you may have regarding the online program. But definitely please feel free to reach out to us via email if you feel more comfortable that way. Or we do offer one-on-one advising sessions on Zoom where you would meet with me. We can take a look at your transcripts, answer any questions you may have, and you can do that appointment or book that appointment actually on our website as well. Right. Thank you for having me.
All right, awesome. Thank you. And Carrie and Derek, feel free to put your information in the chat so maybe students can write it down or take a screenshot. And then we'll go ahead and hand it off to National.
Thank you so much. Let me share my screen. Okay, I may look this screen or that screen, but you got all my attention, okay? Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much, Irvine Valley College Transfer Center, for having us tonight on a beautiful Tuesday night. It's sunny in San Diego, and I'm sure it's sunny in other part of California as well. Finally. And thank you for my colleagues from the other universities being here tonight. And we definitely here for one common value, to support you guys to choose institution that fits your thinking process, way of you going to school. So National University, we are largest private nonprofit, veteran founded in San Diego, and since 1971. We were founded by a captain, veteran captain, David Chicos. The more information is on the website. But we are nonprofit. That says a lot. We have articulation agreement with 116 community colleges in the state of California, included amazing Irvine Valley College. I've been there a couple of times. I met with a couple of students in person as well. Such a beautiful campus you guys have. Nash University we have about, you can see that currently 40,000 plus active students, all online, and couple classes programs on campus, because have hands-on activities such as nursing classes, correct? Because of the lab component and clinical component of that. But majority of our programs are online. We have been on online pre-COVID. Before that, we had a combination on campus and online again, but this COVID pandemic changed many universities, community colleges. So we moved many of our classes online, and the student love that, correct? Online environment, so you don't have to commute actually. And then we have about 200,000 plus students, alumni that graduated. We usually hold our graduation commencement ceremony at Petco Park, downtown San Diego, either in May and June. And this year will be June 9th and 10th, because we have, as you can see on the right side of my screen, these are the schools: School of Arts, School of Business, School of Technology, School of Health, College of Law, Professional Studies, John F. Kennedy School of Psychology, and Science, Psychology, and Social Science, and Stanford College of Education, which is our credential programs known state of California. All these programs start with a bachelor degree all the way to doctoral degree, all the way online, by the way. As my colleague mentioned as well, our programs are asynchronous format. You don't have to be certain time of the day or night. Our programs are designed for adult learners, people just like you and me who have a family, who work, correct, and going to school at the same time. So, and again, so for that, I'm going to my next slide, sharing a little bit about our mission and vision of university, why we do what we do, and the why is the purpose of what we actually doing things, deliver accessible world-class student experience by providing quality programs and service that ensure students' success through meaningful learning. I'm alumni of Nash University. I have 2 masters. I'm currently doing my doctoral degree. The reason that I'm doing at Nash University, because I like the format of the classes. Online, the environment, what I learned, I can apply next day at my work. The vision of Nash University is to be inclusive, innovative university serving lifelong learners who contributes to the positive transformation of the society. I can share so many of my experience about that. How I have changed life of many individuals who come to National. In my previous role, I was advisor, counselor, and director of enrollment management and one of the campuses in San Diego. So I know how it is to become a student. I walked a student, and I have touched many life of individual at National University. In this slide, we put together the whole philosophy of whole human education. As I mentioned earlier, on the left side top, you can see all programs are 100% online, okay? The other thing is each class at Nash University, and this is you're gonna love it. It's 1 month long. Each class is 4 weeks long. You focus on one subject at a time. You finish that, you move on to your next class. And The very cool thing is that class starts literally every single month. We do not have a deadline, application deadline. Class starts every single month. Whenever you're ready, you come to us and we walk you through the process. We do not have a application fee. Our application process is really simple. It's a one-page application online. The moment you reach out to us, you can work, we assign you an enrollment advisor and financial aid advisor. That's one person that walk you through your FAFSA document, that walk you through a transcript that you're going to submit, and eventually schedule all your classes. We schedule you all the way out so you don't have to worry about what is your next class. Because your class are 1 month long, we make sure that you bring the mind and body and soul to the class. You don't have to worry about anything else. The one thing, because we have this amazing articulation agreement with our community colleges in the state of California, we are proud partner to provide you the second highest scholarship. Why I'm saying the second? Because we are veteran founded university, our active duty members and dependent of active duty members receiving 50% tuition reduction scholarship. But as a associate degree transfer student from any community colleges in the state of California, you're receiving 46% tuition reduction scholarship from us. And look at the price per course per month. That's a flat rate. You pay $880 instead of $1,665 per course per month. You're paying only $880 per course per month. And the cool part of that is when you finish your associate degree transfer at Irvine Valley College, you're finishing your bachelor's degree in 17 months with us. Why is that? Because everything that you have done at Irvine Valley, that's part of the curriculum, the pathway, ADT pathway or associate degree transfer pathway that we have created. I will show you in a second. We want you to focus on your bachelor level courses. Now, unique situation happens if you changing your major. Let's say you're coming from associate arts, psychology, transfer, or sociology, you're going to business, correct? Then you take those preparatory classes that's required for the business. You can take them at National, or you can take them at Irvine Valley College. Because we have that articulation agreement, we have course by course equivalency that shows you exactly what course that you take at Irvine Valley transfer to National University. The idea is that you finish your associate degree transfer at your Irvine Valley College and transfer to National University. Again, you get the amazing scholarship, $880 per course per month. $880 per course per month times 17 gives you the ballpark, how much will cost you for. And then of course you can bring your financial aid Pell Grant. Of course you can bring your Pell Grant. And more importantly, if you're working for a company that you're receiving tuition reimbursement, please bring that with you. At the end of the day, I have seen many of my students who coming with these, we give you the scholarship and they bring the Pell Grant to cover it. They bring the tuition assistance from their employee. I've seen a student, I have calculated, trust me, I talk to students on a daily basis. I've seen a student graduating with a bachelor degree paying only $5,000 out of pocket for entire bachelor degree. These are realities or situations that I've met with students. On the screen, my background that you see is my QR code. If you scan that with your phone, it takes you right away to my link tree. All my information is there. You can set up a time with me. I meet with students on a daily basis through Zoom. They can schedule a meeting with me at your convenience, basically. You schedule a meeting with me, 15 minutes, 15, 30. I can walk you through the admission process. The admission process is really simple at National University. As long as you have a GPA of 2.0, which is associate degree or your non-associate degree, you're coming to National University, admission is guaranteed. We do not have an expiration date on any classes. You have taken a class 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 10 years ago. With C- or better, still transferable to National University. Again, class starts every single month, no application deadline, and you can start at any time you want. The other thing that we really focus, you see that on my screen, is that whole human education. We walk step by step with you and making sure that you graduate with a degree. At the end of the day, you want to graduate with a degree and find out what you can do with that degree, correct? We have a career center that will work with you and workshops. And this is part of being student service, correct? Giving you, organizing for you interview sessions, workshops, how to build your resume, and most importantly, simple things such as how to build a professional LinkedIn profile so you can impress all these employers, your future employee companies with your social media. And then, as I mentioned, we have accessibility department. We have a wellness department that help you with any challenges that you have, and we have amazing coaches that when we find out or we figure or we notice, we see nuances that you're struggling in class, that we jump and right away walk with you. Hey, what kind of support you need? I will take you quickly to my other screen. And this one I show you, and I put that in the chat for you as well. So this is the transfer website that we have. And you see that, correct?
Yes, I see it.
Thank you so much. So on this website, you can see, shows us exactly the articulation agreement we have, how many programs we offer. This is a brand new video. Our transfer evaluation department did an amazing job to walk you specifically, as my colleague mentioned earlier from other universities. Accreditation of universities is so important. Making sure to please ask that question first. What's your accreditation? We are WACC accredited university, Western Association School and Colleges and State Universities in state of California. Sorry, that means that the highest and the regional accreditation is the highest. By the way, you can transfer your credit anywhere you go. So with that mindset, please make sure to check that. And if you scroll down, we have this articulation agreement website. You go there, you type in your Irvine Valley College. You see all the course by course equivalency that you can see. Okay, this course is not as Irvine Valley transferred to National University as this. And this is, I want to show you something else, by the way. Credit prior learning, if you have any credits prior learning, means that if you have worked so many years and you receive certification from your work that you think that should count toward your bachelor degree, please tell your advisor. The other thing is, this is credit prior learning, but by the way, it's also for active duty members, veterans who have a smart transcript, correct? Please share that with your advisor. The other thing is, if you work in an institution, organization, as let's say, give you an example, simple example. You work as an HR, you receive so many certification, and then you think this should be converted to a credit unit, correct? Towards or counted toward your bachelor degree. We have a petitioning process. We launched this 3 weeks ago. We walk you through the petition process. We ask you exactly questions that, can I have the description of the certification, what you receive, all these, and the HR can help you. Your organization can help you with that. You submit that, and the faculty reviews this, by the way. The faculty of your program reviews that, and if they think that this is matches to certain classes that's offered part of the bachelor requirement, we award you the credit for it. So you don't have to, that way it shortens your degree from 17 months, even less than, to less than 17 months. Associate degree scholarship, as I mentioned, and then this is the tab. You click on it. It takes you to specific, like other colleagues that's on the call today. We have amazing ADT pathway that was recommended to our from our community colleges, and exactly the language that used here. I've shared it with you guys, the associate degree transfer, associate AAT, AST, ADT, IGET, CSU, all falls under. If you have that, we will award you this amazing scholarship of 46% tuition reduction. These are pathways. If you click on each, it's exactly one page that, for example, criminal justice, if you're coming from criminal justice to Bachelor of Science criminal justice, let me show you this exactly how this looks like. This one page, I work with articulation officers at the community colleges recommended, and we created this for, what does that mean? That again, all your associate degree level courses, whatever you have taken, they will be waived because of completion, because we do a batch transfer. But here, look at this. ADT Administration Justice to Bachelor of Science Criminal Justice. These are all bachelor level courses, 9 courses, again, 9 months, correct? 7 courses, 7 months time, plus 9 is 16 courses. And then you need one upper division general ed for your bachelor requirements, which is 17 months, 17 courses, 17 months. That's about National University. And again, on the screen top here is the QR code. Please scan that. You can schedule an appointment with me at any time. Thank you so much for listening.
Awesome. Thank you to the presenters. They gave us a lot of information. They did put their contact information in there along with their name and where to find them. And feel free to students, if you have questions, put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself. We're welcoming both methods. Does anybody have any questions at all?
We did such a great job, huh?
Yeah, a lot of
Presenting.
information there.
Sorry, I have my hat on today. I was outside at another college. Beautiful day. So I thought I keep it. Why not?
Why not? And just to let you know, we did have a question in the chat about, they sent it, I guess, directly to me about the recording. It'll take some time to get it out to you all, the guests that registers. It's to give us about 1 or 2 weeks and we'll communicate with you through email. All right, any questions? This is all for you all, so let us know.
I'm putting my information in the chat as well.
Actually, since the students don't have a question yet, let me ask the panelists this question, okay? As students are going through your various programs, okay, and schools, what support do you have, especially to help students with the job hunt process, okay? So, any career advisement, support, resumes, cover letters, and so forth, if you don't mind sharing at each of your institutions, especially for online students. So, Derek, since you got your hand up.
Yeah, so for our program, we do have, our services that are available. We have our business career services that is exclusive to the College of Business, where our students, if you're a part of this program, you can utilize that service where you can meet with a career advisor, with an internship advisor. They can, help you figure out okay, what kind of careers would I be able to pursue if I were to pursue, this kind of program or after I graduate. Or if they need help with resume writing or updating that resume, that those services are available to them as a student, in the online program. And in regards to internship, part of the upper division requirement for our program, there is an internship requirement where a course fulfills that category. However, if a student, let's say, is, wanting to do an internship outside of the requirements for their degree, we do have an internship advisor as well housed in the career services office that can assist them.
Maybe Munir, how about your campus?
Absolutely. Such a great question, Tuan. Thank you so much for asking that. I think, as I mentioned earlier, and this is my experience being with students talking a lot, the first thing they say, what can I do with my degree, correct? That's what they want. And if you can help at National University, the moment that you receive your associate degree transfer from Irvine Valley College, I tell you, all my students, please let us know or make sure to apply for a job. Submit application. You earn an associate degree. That's a lot. You spent 2 years. You should be really complimenting yourself and do this all the time on your shoulder and with the help of amazing people at Irvine Valley College. So when I say make sure to apply for a job, because you want to get that preliminary levels, entry levels that you really get the experience, especially the ones that are looking for business. In the world of business, they're so broad. I have a associate degree in sales, bachelor in communication marketing, master of human behavior. I didn't know that I would work for university, correct? Or being a counselor, but here I am. But when you come to us, eventually, we will connect you from day one with our career center again. We will work with you and help you with building your resume, posting job, by the way. We will help you posting your resume. We have a robust system. We use, by the way, Handshake, correct? Many of you probably familiar with that. It's an application that's used in the career world, basically. So we have these services that will help you. And the other thing is when you get in classes at National University, students are like many of them like you, but they work at other institutions that they're getting their degree through us. So please network and ask people that when on the first night of the class, people introduce themselves. Hey, I work for this organization I work. So we want you to, your professor usually great resource as well. Ask them if they can connect you with somebody that maybe you find a dream job with, the colleague or classmates. So they're great resources, and from day one you get access to our career center. Again, interview, Zoom interview, phone interview, in-person interview. This is all part of workshop that you get from us at National, and making sure that helping you with finding jobs.
And then likewise, Carrie, for Cal Baptist, your career services, can you share us your thoughts on that?
Sure, yes, of course, yeah. So we have our career services department, and we, which all students have access to. So whether, just like the other counselors have said about their schools, we offer the same benefits. So we also use Handshake. We also do LinkedIn seminars. The counselors will help build your LinkedIn profile. We do a lot of one-on-one with the students as well as group things. So like the LinkedIn seminars, Handshake, different activities, career fairs on campus, but really connecting with the students one-on-one so they can do meetings through Zoom, come on campus, do mock interviews. They'll talk about, what's the appropriate, business attire to wear to an interview, what certain, categories require what kind of dress code. So in the business world, you might wear a suit, but if you're, they'll go over that. If you're doing something in retail, you might need to dress more, with the fashion. So anyway, so there's different, categories for, dress code and dress attire as well. We also offer, what was I going to say? Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So many things that we do. But anyways, all students have full access to main campus, and the career centers, definitely, help them build their resumes, the LinkedIn, applying for jobs, getting, their resume posted as well. So really, we want students to do something with that degree. You spend all this money getting your associates, getting your bachelor's degree. Now's the time to get out to the workforce and utilize that degree and put that, what you've learned in school to work. So we're here to help.
And I actually do have another question, since I don't see any other questions from any students. But students, feel free to put your questions on the chat, okay? Or maybe ask the question after my question, second question. If a student wanted to start at your campuses either this summer or in the fall, basically, when would they apply? Let's start with Carrie this time.
Yeah, so if you wanted to start with us in summer, they can apply now. We have an open application process on rolling admissions, so there is not an application deadline. So students can apply all the way up until the start date. So our summer start date is May the 8th. So if students want to apply for summer, they can apply for the first half of in our 8-week sessions. So there's 2 sessions within a semester. So if they wanted to apply for the first half of summer, they could apply for the May 8th start date. And then July 3rd is our second half of summer. So then we go into fall, which is September, the day after Labor Day. Then we also have an October start date. So we have 4 more start dates this year, and students can apply at any time for any of those 4 start dates.
Okay, thank you. How about Munir?
As I mentioned earlier, National University, we have open enrollment, year-round enrollment policy, means class starts every month. You can start as soon as May with your first class. April class started today. Actually, Monday, sorry, this past Monday, but class starts every month, the first Monday of the month. The 3 last months of the year, class starts at the end of each month because of the Christmas holiday breaks. So anytime a student graduates from Irvine Valley College, they come to us and they can start with their classes.
Okay, Derek?
Yes, so we do accept applications every fall and every spring, and the dates are different than the traditional on-campus program. So that's something I want everyone to be aware of. For now, we are open for fall of 2023 until June 1st. That is the deadline. And then for spring, our filing period will be August 1st, and they will have until October 15th to submit their application. I do want to make a note, though, that for any students who are interested in applying to the online program specifically, is to be mindful of and deciding which program you want to apply into, because on Cal State Apply, it will not allow you to apply to both online and on campus for the same term. It will block you. And what I've noticed in the last few semesters is that when a student applies to one program and they decide they later want to switch, unfortunately, the Office of Admissions is no longer permitting students to switch programs for the same term. So therefore, I really want to inform students and make those informed decisions before submitting that apply button.
Great, thank you so much. Students or, Cindy, our counselor here, do you have any final thoughts or questions?
Hi, everybody. No, I just really appreciate you coming. This has been really informative and it's going to be really helpful for our students. Looking for a more flexible program where they're able to receive their bachelor's and achieve their goal while working and having to do all the other responsibilities that they have to do. I think one of the biggest things is when to apply and what the financial obligations were for each university and what were the potentials of any scholarships that were available. And I think that all of you answered that. And that's one of the questions that I get frequently. I do have a question though for the Fullerton college. And I have had this question before, when it's the BA in professional business versus like accounting or management and sales. And I know it encompasses, it's more holistic, right? And in that approach. So what is your experience in students that achieving this bachelor's going out for a job in specific areas?
Sure. So for students that are pursuing the professional business concentration, they do get exposed to those different areas of business still. So like part of their curriculum is they will take a class in accounting and finance, economics, information systems, management, and marketing. And we've seen that they just have the same opportunities as if they were to pursue an accounting concentration or even a general management. Now, in some cases, there are students that, like, for example, accounting is very popular in our on-campus program who plan to pursue the CPA. That is a very specific field that they're getting into. And when I have conversations with those students, I let them know, like, hey, unfortunately, we do not have accounting as part of this program, but I do want you to know that it's offered on campus. But if you're looking for an online option, it's not offered. And maybe that would help them make that informed decision again, whether on campus is doable for them based on what their goals are really, at the end.
Okay, thank you so much. That was really helpful. Thank you.
So just one final time, if there are students, if you have any final questions, please feel free to just unmute yourself and ask the question or put it into the chat. I'll just give everyone about another 30 seconds for that. If not, then what I could do is just say a few more words to wrap up, okay? I do apologize. I wasn't able to make it at the very beginning. I was rushing from another meeting and joining here, but I know that Vanessa was able to greet our presenters and also all the students. Okay,
Thank you so much.
Okay, since there's no more questions, I just want to say two final thoughts, okay? First thing is students. As you can see, today we did have three presenters from three various schools, okay? Which, the reason why I invited specifically Fullerton National and also Cal Baptist was because I know that they're solid programs, okay? And they're also very affordable too. We're looking at, low end about $350, $400 per unit, high end about $500 per semester unit. So therefore, they're all fairly comparable to each other. Okay, and then on top of that, they're all a little bit different. So you heard Monier's program from National. It's one course per month. Okay, and Carrie, I believe your programs are 8 weeks per class. Okay, and then for Cal State Fullerton, at least for the business one, it's basically a cohort and it's blocked. So therefore, it's a little bit different. So for students, for you, as you explore these schools and maybe some other schools too, okay, see what the formats are and see if it works, which one works best for you. So one program may be a little bit better for you and your life and your work than another program. Okay, and sometimes I even encourage students, hey, if you can, even check it out. Sometimes you might be able to ask the representatives for these schools if you could sit in some of the classes, and sometimes that is available. I think National even has a program where you're able to even take one class for free or something like that. So there's all these types of opportunities that I encourage students to reach out to both our career counselors and our transfer counselors, so then we could connect you with the various representatives at these campuses. Okay, and then finally, my final thought is to our three presenters today. Thank you so much for joining us today and providing this really good detailed information for both our students and our counselors. We actually will, like earlier you've heard, we are recording these sessions, right? And then it's going to probably take us about a week to both make sure that the closed captioning is correct and upload it. Once we do have it uploaded, it will probably be somewhere in our transfer center and maybe within a YouTube page where students can go back there and click and review it as necessary. But also you have everyone's contact information. If you don't have it, feel free to connect with our transfer center. We'll provide that information to you. Otherwise, looks like we're going to close out at this time. I'll stick around for a few minutes, okay? But otherwise, we are good to go. So thank you so much, students, for joining us and our presenters.
Thank you so